Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes.
From the scenic city, just blocks away from the Tennessee River in downtown Chattanooga, it's time for Pickett County basketball on Sectionals Monday. Hello everybody, welcome into Pickett County Bobcat basketball as we come to you from Chattanooga Prep, Preparatory School, a charter school in downtown Chattanooga, joined by Casey Bolden. Forgot to mention that. Casey, this is a very interesting matchup. Chattanooga Prep, a very young school. They were in this game last year, a year ago. They didn't play a full schedule in 2022, but they definitely seem like they've got a little bit more experience this year.
When you look at their roster, J-Dub, got a lot of youth in that roster. And so I think just by the nature of the school and how they kind of feed some other schools, probably going to always be a young ball club. But when you look at their schedule and what they've been able to accomplish this season, and you watch them here in warm-ups, a very athletic-looking bunch. While they don't have the experience, I think they're going to make up for some of that in athleticism. So welcome into the call, everybody. Buckle your seatbelt. Sub-State Monday getting ready to come your way next right here on UC Sports Nation.
Casey, what are tonight's keys for the game?
Let's talk about it, J-Dub. Tonight's Casey's keys for the game. When you look at Chattanooga Sentinel, Jake, they've really kind of skated easily into this game. Really kind of been unchallenged throughout the tournament. Their closest game in the tournament was an 18-point win. All the other games really kind of blowouts, 30 and 40 points. And so for the Bobcats, you think they want to bring some pressure and energy early and see how this young Sentinels team responds. They're young, and most of them don't have a whole lot of postseason experience. So let's see if the Bobcats can open the game with a quick, big-time run early. Secondly, Jake, you got to take care of the rock. It's one of the Achilles' heels last couple of games for the Bobcats. So they've got to avoid turnovers, especially those that are unforced. You're going to have to expect some physical play tonight on the offensive end. So you got to be strong and athletic. You got to, around the perimeter, Jake, a fake pass or a pump fake, get defenders off balance, off their feet, set up some backdoor cuts, set up some opportunities to get to the free throw line. See how if the Sentinels can remain poised and not take the fakes. My gut tells me they will. Lastly, Jake, the Bobcats tonight, they got to play championship level. Got to play inspired tonight. Play together. Play with poise. And as always, come with those GWPs, those game-winning plays. And if they can do that, could be a sweet ride back to Byrdstown tonight. Those are going to be tonight's Casey's keys for the game. Fans, stick around. Pregame show going to roll your way next. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball right here on UC Sports Nation.
The Union Bank postgame report continues. Union Bank, Byrdstown, Jamestown, Clark Range, member FDIC. Wrapping up tonight's Bobcats action.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Tip-off approaching for boys teams across UC Sports Nation. Time to get you ready. Powered by Hall's Sports and Outdoors.
I'm Jacob Vinson. It's the boys' turn to punch their tickets to Murfreesboro next week for the state tournament. York Institute earned a home game for the fourth straight season in Sub-State as they'll host Cascade tonight in the 2A sectional. Cascade is 27-6 on the year, and Dragons coach Rodney Pyle says his guys will be ready.
I challenge anybody to, especially in AA, that could prove that they got a stronger strength of schedule than we do. But Cascade's got a really nice ball club. Against Pearl Cone, they played a lot of 2-3 zone. Looks like most of the year they played a lot of man. Number 12 is a really nice player. Number 4 is a good player as well. I know they got some complimentary. They look like they've got a really decent size, not necessarily oversized, not necessarily a tall 6'6", 6'7" guy, but they've got maybe a lot of 6'3", 6'2" guys. So overall, they're probably going to be a little taller than us.
The White County Warriors have not been to the state tournament since 2015. They have a chance to get back there with a win tonight against a talented Austin East squad that is 23-9 on the year. It'll be a home game for the Warriors inside Roy Sewell Gymnasium. Warriors coach Eric Mitchell says White County is firing on all cylinders right now because of their big man down low.
Japheth has really come to play these last 2 weeks like we knew he was capable of. Japheth does so many things that people don't see. He's never going to be able to live up to the expectations that White County has for him because he's just a tremendous athlete, one of the best athletes to ever play here. He might block 5 shots in a game, but he changes 12 others. He's really playing well, and he's finishing his shot. That opens up Jake Davis and Thomas Paul and Thomas Brock and Christian Henderson, and Tripp's been really playing well, driving the basketball and playing point guard for us, and that's just kind of the key that's happened.
Stone Memorial fell to White County in the Region 4 3A championship game 70-48 last Wednesday. Tonight they hit the road for the Fulton Falcons, who are 28-5 on the year. These two met last year in the Renaissance Bank Christmas Tournament championship game, which saw the Falcons win 70-54. Panthers coach Neil Capps says his team knows how good Fulton is.
I've watched Fulton. We've seen Fulton last year. They didn't graduate hardly any kids. We have a good idea what Fulton's going to do. You know, we've been competing. Stone Memorial has been competing against Coach Wright and the Fulton Falcons for 15 years now, and we know what their identity is. We know how they play. They got a bunch of really quality young men over there. The Kimber twins, Tyler Lee, and that bunch. They know how to play the game the right way. They're going to get up, defend us. They're really efficient offensively. They attack the rim. They're physical. They rebound.
Elsewhere around the Upper Cumberland this evening, Van Buren County will travel to East Robertson in the Class Single A sectional matchup. We'll keep you updated with scores throughout the area from UC Sports Nation.
We're now joined by Pickett County sophomore Jacob Amonette as the Pickett County Bobcats meet Chattanooga Prep in the sub-state round, trying to punch a ticket to the state tournament. What was the work schedule like having played Thursday night?
Well, we've kind of taken a couple days to rest and just get our legs back, and now we're focused on shooting and getting focused for Chattanooga Prep.
Chattanooga Prep was in the Ray County Christmas tournament. They do share a couple of common opponents in Hardin Valley and Knox Central. What's to know about the Sentinels?
Well, we know that they lost to both of them too, so we know that we can play them a good game, and we know they're big and long, but they're young too.
This time of year, every team is dangerous. Is there anything different with your level of preparation?
No, I'm just trying to do the same thing. Our team's playing at a really high level right now, so we're all trying to do what we can do to be at the highest level for Monday night.
What is it like playing for Coach Amonette on the court and off it?
It's an honor on and off the court to play for my dad. I just appreciate the opportunity, night in and night out, to get to do that.
Do you have any non-sports role models?
My dad really is my biggest role model in everything he does. The way he carries himself and the way he prepares kids for just outside the court too.
Tell us about your daily routine.
Well, on a regular school day, I wake up, I go to school, I get shots up, and then I'm home eating supper, homework, and bed every night.
This has been Jacob Amonette as Pickett County meets Chattanooga Prep on Sectionals Monday.
The Bobcats hit the court in minutes. This is Bobcats basketball pregame. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
We're back in Chattanooga on Sectionals Monday. We're now joined by Joseph Amonette as Pickett County comes down to Chattanooga Prep as both teams play for a spot in Murfreesboro at the TSSAA Boys State Tournament. The first half Thursday was a lot more like two teams throwing punches than two teams feeling one another out. How did you like the pace in the first half?
Well, you know, I thought at this time of the year, when you're playing a team like East Robertson, that it's just going to be a game that you try to make the fewest mistakes and execute. And I thought that's what both teams did the first half. And we ended, I think, 23-23. And it was neck and neck the whole game.
Only 4 free throws shot against East Robertson. That might be the lowest this season. They really allowed both teams to play the way they wanted to play, didn't they?
It was. It was a, they got 4 Division I football players, and they got really physical. We got physical back, but we weren't able to get to the free throw line, and I thought that probably was the difference in the game for us, because when the game gets real physical, we need to be able to get to the free throw line, and we just weren't able to do it.
Guys like Caden Thomas and Lyric Parrish have provided great minutes off the bench. What are we seeing from them that has been able to give us a lift when we've needed it?
What you're seeing is those 2 kids and some other kids on the team have just, they've grown up about 3 years worth of experience in about 2 weeks. And they're coming in playing big minutes, giving us a lift when they come in off the bench and making big plays and putting us in a position to win.
A brand new opponent with Chattanooga Prep. They did play in the Ray County tournament at the end of 2022. Were you able to get a good look at them down there, or has it been mostly on film?
I watched about a half of basketball down there, and I've watched quite a bit of film on them. They're extremely athletic, very talented. They're not quite as muscular physically built, but they're very long, and they actually probably shoot the ball a little bit better than East Robertson does from the perimeter. So a lot like Joe Burns as far as their ability to shoot the basketball. Just best team in East Tennessee, really. So it's definitely a worthy opponent.
Is there an injury report tonight?
We're all healthy and ready to go.
This has been Joseph Eminette as Pickett County meets Chattanooga Prep on Sectionals Monday.
Our countdown to Bobcats basketball. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
In the world today, information is power. With People's Bank's mobile banking app, we put the power to bank almost anywhere in the palm of your hand. Keeping a close watch on your personal finances to detect suspicious activity is one of the best ways to avoid being scammed. With People's Bank's mobile banking, you can carefully monitor your most current account activity. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Mark Gall, your local Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. Between college visits, applications, and securing financial aid, we know that preparing for college can be stressful. That's why Twin Lakes is here to help. Twin Lakes, along with the Foundation of Rural Services, is excited to offer scholarship opportunities for graduating seniors. Visit twinlakes.net for more information. Don't wait. Applications must be submitted by February the 8th, so apply today.
Some restrictions apply. See the application for full eligibility rules.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Closing moments of the pregame portion of the game tonight as we look at tonight's matchup history with Chattanooga Prep. They're 25-9, 6-0 in 5 single A. This is the first matchup between the two schools. The Sentinels are averaging 64.5 points per game in postseason play, allowing just 39.2 points per game. Let's take a look at how they got to the sub-state game. They defeated Lookout Valley and Sail Creek in the District 5A tournament, defeated South Pittsburgh in the Region 3A semifinals, Van Buren County in the region championship. Coming out of a region with only 6 teams, they did get a bye in that quarterfinal round. They were in this game a year ago. They lost to Clay County 75-38. We'll take a break for our national anthem here at Chattanooga Prep High School as you listen to Pickett County basketball on UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Welcome back to Chattanooga Prep High School. It's now time for starting lineups. First, we'll start with the Pickett County Bobcats, 17 and 13, 3 and 5 in 7 single A. Starting for Joseph Amanette's Bobcats will be number 11, Jacob Amanette, number 14, Eli Reagan, number 20, Gage Harris, number 5, Dylan Anderson, and number 22, Payne Burton. For the 9th-ranked Chattanooga Prep Sentinels, they are 25 and 9, 6 and 0 in 5 single A, and they're coached by Christopher Collins. It'll be number 24, the sophomore Kyrell Randolph, the freshman Joel Bulis, number 11, DeAndre Turnbow, number 2, another freshman Derek Roberson, 30, another freshman, and it's rounding out with sophomore number 15, Eli Gaines. So you got to think with Pickett's lineup starting 2 sophomores, a junior and a senior, Casey, compared to Chattanooga Prep's 3 freshmen and 2 sophomore lineup, that Pickett County does have the experience that Chattanooga Prep does not.
Yeah, and that's not the case in a whole lot of games that we played in this year. Typically been up, we've been kind of the undermanned or outclassed. And when I say outclassed, I'm just talking about don't have a whole lot of upperclassmen on the roster other than Payne Burton and Dylan Anderson. So, yeah, you think tonight, if you had to give an advantage just from the experience standpoint, it's definitely going to be a check mark over to the Bobcat side. As we just finish up with introductions here in the pregame, both teams going to be walking out onto the court. And as Coach Amanette mentioned in his pregame interview, long and lengthy, they certainly are, especially Derek Roberson.
Derek Roberson and Joel
Bulis.
Bulis, yeah.
Absolutely. Those kids got some length, and so we'll see how that comes into effect tonight. Sentinels in their final pregame huddle, getting some final instruction from Coach Collins. And everybody's headed to the center circle. Pickett County visitors on the scoreboard tonight, all black uniforms trimmed in gold numerals. Chat Prep, all white uniforms trimmed in blue numerals. Pickett County going to be going left to right on your listening device. Sentinels going right to left. Official's going to step into the center circle. It's going to be Eli Reagan jumping up center against Kyrell Randolph. I'm not sure what we got going on.
I think we're waiting on a bench, something from the Chattanooga Prep bench.
Yeah, there's delay here. As it looks like we're just trying to make room down there for all the players.
I think we got it now.
Only 10 players on the roster here, but they got a lot of folks down there, a lot of personnel on the bench. They're trying to make room down there. Official going to blow his whistle. And we're underway here on Sectional Monday on UC Sports Nation. Winner is going to get a trip to the Glass House next week. Eli Gaines, top of the key, gets it into Bullis. Bullis wants to go one-on-one against Reagan. He thought better of it, kicks back out. Over to Gaines, now back inside to Bullis. Bullis going to work his way around the rim, and Bullis going to bully his way into the rim and get a bucket. 2-0 early on here. Bobcats trail it, 7:30 to go here, first quarter. Backcourt pressure didn't affect Pickett County on the first possession. Man-to-man defense this time for Chat Prep. Bobcats working it around the perimeter. Gage Harris on the bounce. Over to Dylan Anderson, right wing, up top of the circle. Over to Reagan. Reagan Kick back out to Gage Harris. He's going to drive it into the paint and pull it up. Kick it back out to Dylan Anderson. Back over to Harris. Trying to work to the rack. And we're going to have a foul.
Yeah.
As Gage Harris works to the rack on the bounce. And couldn't tell who they called it on.
No.
It's going to be on the floor, though.
Number 2, that's DeAndre Turnbow, his first foul. Gage Harris made a move at the rim, and he grabbed him.
Dylan Anderson going to play it in under his own baseline. Eminette on the drive. Kick out to Payne Burton. Over to Gage Harris. That shot's up off the back rim. No good. Rebound Sentinels. As DeAndre Turnbow going to get it up court in transition. Get it up quickly. Down to Eli Gaines, and Eli Gaines able to get 2 points on the board for the Sentinels. Makes it 4-0 early on here with 6:35 to go. Eminette almost lost it out of bounds, and as number 24, Kyrell Randolph, going to come in there and take a swat at it. It's going to swat it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Pickett County. Our viewpoint tonight is really right on top of the table, right beside the Pickett County bench. Got a great view here tonight. Reagan, top of the circle, working against DeAndre Turnbow. Now he's going to kick it right wing to Eminette. Eminette on the dribble. Pass off to Reagan. Reagan on the drive. Reagan's going to have a shot blocked, it looked like, but the official came with a whistle. And they're going to put that one, I believe, on Joel Bullis. As Eli Reagan drove it in, and he's going to go to the free throw line here, try to convert on a couple of freebies early, get the Bobcats on the board.
No, actually, Casey, they got Turnbow again.
So that'll be the second on Turnbow. Shot up by Reagan, it won't go. He'll have another. Pickett County has brought a fantastic crowd in here tonight.
As always, and an excellent student section.
Second shot on the way by Reagan is good. Makes it a 4-1. Chattanooga Prep lead here. 6:15 to go, opening period. Backcourt pressure doesn't really impact Chat Prep that much. They work it down inside.
Oh, Dylan Anderson.
Get it down into Bullis, and he's going to have it swatted away by Dylan Anderson on the block shot. Up to Eminette. Eminette trying to get to the rack. Nice little dump into Payne Burton for the bucket.
Nice feed to Payne Burton.
Makes it a 4-3 Chat Prep lead here. 5:50 to go in the opening minutes of the basketball game. Work it down court, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on number 24, Kyrell Randolph, as Jacob Eminette just kind of stood in there and took one for the team.
That's one of those game-winning plays you mentioned, Casey.
DWP early on here. Full court pressure, this time from Chat Prep. Work it over to Anderson in the backcourt. Back to Payne Burton. Token pressure. They get it across. Up to Reagan. Reagan's got numbers. Kick it over to Eminette. Eminette's going to drive. Kick out. Dylan Anderson, three-point shot on the way is long. And Eli Reagan trying to get in there, scrap for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, all Pickett County.
Yeah, I think Eli Reagan just didn't get his hands up in time to get that rebound.
Little token full court pressure this time for the Bobcats. Payne Burton came in there and swatted away and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Chat Prep. 5:23 to go. Chat Prep leads it here 4-3. First period. Chat Prep going to work the basketball up the court. Get it over the timeline. Get it down court. Skip pass. Over to Randolph. Randolph's going to work in the paint. Kick it back out to Derek Roberson. And Derek Roberson's going to knock one down from long distance. Makes it a 7-3 game. Eminette. Get it across the timeline. Almost had it stolen away. Get it into Reagan. Reagan's going to drive in. He can't finish it. Gets his own rebound. Kick it over to Payne Burton. Top of the key to Eminette. Going to reset the offense here. Reagan at the free throw line. Pull-up jumper is good.
Nice shot. That's Eli Reagan's. That's his spot, Casey. We got to get him going from there.
Eli Reagan on the bucket. Chat Prep gets it across court. It's going to be a turnover. Payne Burton stole it. Dylan Anderson over to Gage Harris in the corner. Dylan Anderson going to reset the offense here. Coach Eminette wants white on this one. Jacob on the drive. Kickoff. Eli Reagan going to pull one from long range. Shot up, it won't fall. Payne Burton in there battling for the rebound against Kyrell Randolph. Chattanooga Prep on the rebound. 4:05 to go here. Chattanooga Prep leads it 7-5. DeAndre Turnbow on the bounce. It won't go, and two Bobcats in there battling for it. kind of prevented themselves from getting it. They both went after it, and it went out of bounds, looked like off Dylan Anderson.
Yeah, but you got to love the hustle, being right there for the rebound. Love this defense.
Caden Thomas going to check in here, and Dylan Anderson going to check out. An easy bucket that time by Joel Bullis on the inbound play. Jacob Amonette going to have it taken away from him. Punched it away from the backside. Get the ball down inside. Nice play that time. Eli Gaines on the finish. Makes it an 11-5. Chattanooga Prep lead here. Almost another turnover. Got to protect the basketball. Double team comes. Get it down to Reagan. Reagan's got nobody on him. Going to kick it out to the corner. Shot on the way by Gage Harris.
Gunner guns and bang, Gage Harris.
Gage Harris splashed that one from long range. Makes it an 11-8. Chattanooga Prep lead here. 3:15 to go opening quarter. Long range pull-up jumper, Derek Roberson. Shot won't go. Long rebound. Going to be taken by Chattanooga Prep. Long shot on the way by Gaines. It won't go, but Payne Burton from Pickett County going to come away with a rebound. Eminette into transition. Going to pull it up. Being guarded by Randolph. Trying to get to the basket. Pulls up his dribble. Shot up, no good. Rolled all the way around the rim and then fell off.
Tough break.
Chattanooga Prep going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. Chattanooga Prep leads the Bobcats from Pickett County 11-8. Stick around, fans. 2:47 to go here, first quarter. You're listening to Bobcat basketball on UC Sports Nation.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back in the scenic city as Pickett County trails, moving in on 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter, 11-8, Chattanooga Prep.
Toss Wade Williams is checked in here in the basketball game during the timeout. Check your lineup here for the Bobcats. Gage Harris, Caden Thomas, Payne Burton, Eli Reagan, and Jacob Amonette. And long shot that time on the way from the corner by Derek Roberson. It won't fall. And Jacob Amonette going to pull down a rebound. Bobcats here back on the offensive attack. Got Payne Burton cutting on a screen. Payne Burton goes up. He's going to be fouled. And senior Payne Burton, who definitely don't want it to be his last game tonight.
No, you got a couple seniors here that are definitely going to bring their lunch pail.
Payne Burton going to step to the free throw line here for a couple of freebies. 2:10 to go. Bobcats trail it by 3. First shot on the way by Burton is no good. In and out. Substitution checking in here for the Sentinels. Kyrell Randolph checking in. And DeAndre Turnbow going to take a breather.
Yeah, that was Turnbow's third foul, so you might not see him for a while.
Second shot on the way by Mr. Payne Burton. It's good. Makes it an 11-9. Chattanooga Prep lead. 2:05 to go. Get the ball across court. That's Eli Gaines. Working up top against Gage Harris. Over in the corner. Toss Wade Williams. Under 2 minutes now to go here first quarter. Bobcats going to pack it back in to a 2-3 zone this time down. Toss Wade Williams going to let one rip from long range. Bullis on the rebound. Looks like Bullis traveled.
Yeah,
and instead they're going to put a foul. Looks like on Payne Burton.
Joseph Amonette definitely saw it. I think he took 2 steps with the basketball as he went to take contact to Payne Burton, and that's a tough break.
Joel Bullis, an excellent athlete. Got 6 points here in the quarter. Looking for one more. Shot on the way by Bullis is a line drive, no good. But Toss Wade Williams on the rebound, going to keep the possession alive. Long shot on the way over the top of the backboard. And Pickett County going to get possession here as Lyric Paris going to check into the basketball game. Give Caden Miller a break, who just checked in real quick. 13-9 is your score. Bobcats trail it here early on. 1:30 to go. Here in the first period, Amonette across the timeline. Over to Gage Harris, right corner. Amonette going to be guarded up top against Gaines. Full man-to-man defense this time down for Chat Prep. Right corner to Gage Harris. Harris wants to work to the rim. Kick out Eli Reagan. Shot up by Reagan all the way in and out. Shot won't go. In there battling for it, though. Going to keep it alive. Kick out Gage Harris. 3 on the way. Off the back rim, no good. And ball's going to be chased down by Eli Gaines for Chat Prep. Gaines wants to drive it into the rack. Going to pull it back out. Kyrell Randolph back to Gaines. Looks like a man-to-man look this time down from Pickett County. Eli Gaines going to get traffic set here and start the offense. Going to get it to Bullis. Out up top of the key. Gaines going to get it back. Gaines going to go to the rack, and Gaines.
Eli Gaines, a really nice player.
Eli Gaines with his 6th point here early. 15-9. Bobcats trail it. Work the basketball down into Lyric Paris. Out to the corner. Caden Thomas. Shot up, it won't go. Long rebound, though. Lyric Paris going to save it. Over to Gage Harris. Back to Eli Reagan. 13 seconds to go here in the quarter. 10. Back to Amonette. Amonette being guarded up top by Gaines. Amonette wants to drive. Kick out. Caden Thomas. And Caden Thomas going to throw it away. Bullis going to let one fly at the end of the quarter. It's no good. And at the end of one quarter, the Bobcats from Pickett County trail the Chattanooga Prep Sentinels 15-9. Fans, stick around. Second quarter action coming your way next, right here on UC Sports Nation.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Start of the second quarter at Chattanooga Prep as Pickett County trails the Sentinels 15-9. A trio of players for the Bobcats with 3 points apiece. Going to have to get the scoring going here in the second quarter as the Sentinels have one player with 6 and one player with 5.
Amonette handed off to Dylan Anderson. A little Princeton weave out top. Over to Amonette. He's going to get a screen from Eli Reagan. Go a little two-man game. Amonette going to drive it into the rack. Kick out Anderson. Extra pass over to Eli Reagan. Shot up. Won't fall. And in there battling, Tosswade Williams. Nice rebound. Up court, Eli Gaines.
Oh.
Eli Gaines, as he drives it into the rack, going to be fouled against Jacob Amonette.
Yeah, I think Jacob
Amonette tried to take an offensive foul.
A little too slow to the spot, and he may have been moving.
So Eli Gaines going to step to the free throw line here for the Sentinels. Follow the Bobcats on UCSportsNation.com, powered by Hall Sports and Outdoor. Substitution checking out here. Bullis is going to be checking out. And then Austin Jones, the 8th grader, J-Dub, ready to get in and get some run time.
We've seen a couple 8th graders in our games this past year, Casey.
Gaines, second shot on the way is no good. Goes 1 for 2 that time. As Chattanooga Prep leads it here 16-9. Amonette quickly into the front court. Wants to drive it in. Gets the shot up and it's good.
Nice move by Jacob Amonette in the lane. Create some space. Easy basket.
It's his first 2 of the game. Going to need some offensive production out of Amonette here tonight. Tosswade Williams. Kick over to Austin Jones, and he's going to get it right back. 2-3 zone look this time from the Bobcats. Kick it down into the corner. Over to Roberson. Back top, toss Wade Williams. Back over to Gaines. Gaines, left-handed dribble. Kick it back out, over into the corner. Austin Jones is going to have his shot slotted away and out of bounds.
Dylan Anderson again.
Dylan Anderson came in there and slung it out of there like a volleyball player. Spiked it out of bounds and into the crowd. Nice play. Toss Wade Williams. Out top of the circle. Playing catch with Roberson. Roberson going to let one rip from long range. Payne Burton in there. Couldn't get his hands on it. Bounced right into Jacob Amonette's hands. Amonette working out against Toss Wade Williams. Amonette on the drive, on the bounce. Pick up. He's going to have it stolen away. It's going to be the second Bobcats turnover. And nice play that time, Dylan Anderson. Tried to save it in bounds. Unfortunately, the ball was out of bounds. But nice hustle play that time, trying to keep the basketball alive. Bobcats trail it here 16-11 with 6:15 to go here until halftime. In the sub-state game, winner is going to move on to the Murfreesboro next week. Loser season is going to be over for this season. Toss Wade Williams. Top of the circle to Gaines. Looking for a cutter. Austin Jones worked the basketball up and inside to Roberson. And Roberson's going to get the score.
That was really good defense by Amonette. Jones just made a nice shot.
Nice skip pass down to Dylan Anderson. He's going to get double teamed. Tries to drive through it. He does. And tries to kick it inside to Eli Reagan. A little bounce pass. Too hot, but it was off of a Chattanooga Sentinel player. And so Bobcats going to play it in here under their own basket. Kick out. Eli Reagan over to Amonette. Amonette, nice hustle play that time as Dylan Anderson saved it in bounds, saved it out to Gage Harris. Gage Harris drove it to the rack and went up with strength there, and they're going to give Gage Harris 2 shots.
That was really nice effort from Dylan Anderson coming up. He made a cut from the corner, found a Gage Harris streaking down the lane.
Gage Harris, first shot on the way is no good.
This is where you got to hit him, Casey.
Bobcats really kind of struggled from the line here so far. Second one's good. 3 of 6 here from the free throw line, so only 50% early on. Got to work on that one. Bobcats, full court pressure. Doesn't really seem to bother Chattanooga. Prep, shot up, pulled down out of there this time by Reagan. Over to Amonette. Amonette into the front court. Going to try to break his defender down. Gives the ball off to Harris. Now Reagan. Amonette, three-point ball is coming, and Jacob Amonette.
Gunner guns and bang, Jacob Amonette.
Step back and splashed one home from downtown. 18-15. Bobcats trail it by 3 here. 4:55 to go. Steal. Oh, I don't like that one.
No, I don't like that one either.
Unless they're going to call it on Chattanooga. And they are. They're going to call that one. They're going to put that one on number 24, Kyrell Randolph.
Thought they were going to get Gage Harris in there.
I did as well. It was just a great hustle play. And nice play to keep the basketball alive. So Bobcats going to get possession here. Check your lineup. Payne Burton, Jacob Amonette, Caden Thomas just checked in, Eli Reagan, and Gage Harris for the Bobcats. Top of the circle. Reagan, slip screen, going to get it into the basket. Reagan's going to go up strong. And Eli Reagan's going to get fouled. We talked about it pregame, Jake. These guys are going to try to block shots in and around the rim. If you can get them up, get them off their feet, they're probably not going to be disciplined enough to keep their feet. And you saw it right there.
Well,
Eli Reagan's going to go to the free throw line.
You saw it there, and we've seen it this first half. That's Randolph's third foul, so that's the second player with 3 fouls for the Sentinels. He joins DeAndre Turnbow.
Bullis going to check back in here for Kyrell Randolph. Reagan was good on the first shot. Going to have one more. Second one on the way is good from Eli Reagan. He's got 5 points here in the first half. 18-17. Bobcats trail it. Almost a steal up at the top of the key. Get it down into Bullis. And Bullis is able to get behind the defense. And Joel Bullis with his first points here of the second quarter. Amonette looking for help. Gets it across court to Payne Burton. Now Reagan over to Harris. Back inside, nice play. Oh, Payne Burton just couldn't finish that one.
Way too strong.
And we're gonna have a held ball going over to Chattanooga Prep. I don't think Payne Burton knew how wide open he had it in there.
No, I think he got a little excited.
Went up, probably looking for somebody to come and block it. And just missed the money. 20-17, Chattanooga Prep leads it here. 4:05 to go until halftime. Work the basketball across court. Down in the corner, baseline drive this time from Austin Jones.
He's quick.
And Austin Jones, the 8th grader, going to be able to get it off the glass and get it to go down. 22-17. Bobcats break through the pressure. Aminette going to be double teamed. Get it over to Reagan. In the corner to Harris. He's going to let it fly from long range. No good. Rebound Austin Jones. Jones in transition. Jones picks up his dribble. Kicks it over to Bullis.
Keep playing zone, Casey.
Shot up. No good. Rebound Bullis.
Pickett needs to keep playing zone. Take away the rim.
Shot up on the way by Derek Roberson. And Roberson looks like he's going to be fouled that time by Caden Thomas. As Roberson went off the bounce that time, tried to take it to the rack. He's going to be fouled by Caden Thomas. Roberson at the free throw line. Shot up. It's good. He'll have one more. Roberson. Second shot on the way is hard off the back rim. No good. 23-17, a 6-point Chattanooga Prep lead here with 3:15 to go. Aminette on the drive. Kick out over to Caden Thomas. Now Dylan Anderson. Oh, and missed a palm, right? Missed a carry.
Yeah.
Didn't call it. Aminette trying to get off the bounce to the rack. Kick out Dylan Anderson. 3-ball. Off the back rim.
Good look. It was a good look.
And Toss Wade Williams going to come down with it, and we're going to have a timeout on the court. Timeout Chattanooga Prep. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, Jake. The Bobcats, Jake, not a whole lot of offense here. Only 2 baskets here in the second quarter, 2 field goals coupled with 3 foul shots. Thing feels like it might have a lid on it, but you got to like the looks that the Bobcats are getting.
Yeah, the looks aren't that good. You just got to keep, or aren't that bad. Excuse me. You just got to keep shooting, and you got to, when you get in a rut, you just got to work your way through it. At some point, they got to start falling.
Absolutely. And I think they eventually will. Had some good looks at it, just hadn't been able to find the range. So out of the timeout, Gage Harris, Caden Thomas, Jacob Aminette, Payne Burton, and Eli Reagan into your lineup here for Pickett County. For Chat Prep, it's going to be Toss Wade Williams, Eli Gaines, Derek Roberson, Joel Bullis, and the 8th grader, Austin Jones, who's looked good here early. Man-to-man defense this time down for Pickett. Going to try to get inside. Payne Burton's mismatched in there against Roberson. Got him by about 5 inches. Toss Wade Williams with the basketball. Kick out to Roberson. He's going to let it fly. Nice rebound that time. Eli Reagan went in there and was able to keep Bullis off the board.
Yeah, he did. Nice rebound.
Aminette. Hand off to Caden Thomas. Back to the top of the circle to Aminette. He's going to drive it over left side. Now he's going to actually fall down, keep his dribble. Pass it back to Eli Reagan. Top of the circle. Picked up his dribble, needs help. Here comes Caden Thomas. Hand off this time to Aminette. Pickett looks a little stagnant here offensively.
Not really moving vertically. Sentinels are playing great defense.
Aminette picked his dribble up over to Reagan. Nice pass down into Gage Harris. Harris is going to have it blocked. But Payne Burton there to clean it up for the Bobcats.
Payne Burton redeeming himself from that last missed layup.
23-19, a 4-point Chattanooga Prep lead here. 1:35 to go until halftime. Right side this time, it's Austin Jones. Pickett County going to settle back into that 2-3 zone this time. Chattanooga Central wants box. This time, Bullis going to come up high post. against this zone look. Get it into Bullis. Kick out. Into Toswade Williams. And Toswade Williams gets to the rack for the score for the Sentinels. Runs the lead back to 6 points, 25-19. 1 minute to go here in the quarter. Payne Burton going to pull one from three-point line. Hard off the backboard, no good. Rebound this time down to Toswade Williams. Williams into Bullis at the free throw line. High post. Kick out. Back to Gaines. Now Toswade Williams. 38 seconds to go here.
Probably going to hold for the last shot.
Williams dribbling out in the center circle. Kick it over to Gaines. Now back to Williams. Now Gaines. 25 seconds to go here. Looking inside for Roberson. On a screen. They didn't get him. Get it back to Roberson at the foul line. Roberson wants to go to work. Kick out. Over to Gaines. Shot up wouldn't go. Caden Thomas in there battling for it. And they're going to pin a foul, I think, on Caden Thomas.
Not a bad foul if you think about it. Only 9.9 seconds left. Got to force the Sentinels to take a shot.
Need a good defensive possession right here on the inbound play. Going to get it over right side to Gaines. Looking inside. 5 seconds to go. Gaines going to bounce it in. Have it stolen away. And they're going to pin a foul on Bullis. And that may be Bullis' second foul. It's going to be 1 plus the bonus for the Bobcats with 0.3 of a second to go here until halftime.
No, that's just Bullis' first foul.
So Eli Reagan going to walk down. He'll have 1 plus the bonus here with 0.3 seconds to go in a 6-point Chattanooga Prep lead. Reagan, shot on the way is good from Eli Reagan. The latest on the Bobcats and all their Upper Cumberland foes. Wake up with a high school playbook Saturday morning on Rock 93.7. It's the high school playbook as we talk live with players and coaches. It's presented by Mountain Barn Builders. Reagan goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. And at the end of one half, Chattanooga Prep Sentinels lead the Bobcats from Pickett County 25-21. Fans, stick around. Halftime show coming your way next. We'll have first half analysis. Jake will break down the stats from the first half. We've got a lot of UC Sports Nation teams in action tonight. Jake will give us an update on the scoreboard. It's all going to come your way next. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
Bobcats basketball, the Pickett County Wildcats. Tonight's game, sponsored by Aminette's Eagle Auction and Realty, where we soar higher. Book your next auction at eagleauctions.com. Pryor's Auto Spot. Get your car repaired. Done right the first time. Schedule your work now at pryorsautospot.com. Milestone Physical Therapy. Orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. Milestone. And by People's Bank and Trust, Pickett County's community bank. People's Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is James Green, your local Twin Lakes security consultant. If you've been thinking about a security system for your business, the new year is a great time to make the move. Twin Lakes offers commercial fire alarms, panic buttons, access control, and video surveillance, all at low rates with 24/7 service. Please call 528-2005 or visit twinlakes.net to learn more about our business security solutions. Happy New Year.
At People's Bank, we have a long history of service to the communities we serve. We look forward to a future filled with challenges, but at the same time, we know from our past, we will rise up and meet those challenges head on. At People's Bank, our success and the success of this community are forever intertwined. And if we are to succeed, the people we serve must also be successful. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Halftime at Chattanooga Preparatory School. Pickett County trails the Sentinels 25-21. Jake Wallman joined by Casey Bolden on the halftime show. Casey, 15-9 at the end of the first quarter. Pickett County outscored the Sentinels 12-10 in that second quarter. Played a little bit better, made a little bit more shots, got to the free throw line and was able to capitalize.
Yeah, and I like the shot selection. J-Dub only turned the basketball over 2 times as well in the first half. So really took care of the rock. And, you know, I think I like where they're at right here, 4-point deficit, but they're getting good looks. I think if they continue to shoot with confidence, I think they're going to find some offensive flow here in the second half. Only put up 21 here in the first half. Of course, Chattanooga's Prep has only put up 25. So you're right in the basketball game. You're right in scoring range. You don't want to deviate from the game plan here. Continue to take care of the basketball, get good looks, hold them to one and done on the defensive end, and try to play as strong as you can around the rim and limit touches from Big Bullis and Derek Roberson down in there. Those guys can go to work once they get down on the low block. But the Bobcats here, they trail it by 4 with 1 half to go here at the Sub-State game down at Chattanooga Prep down in Chattanooga. Jake, what about a UC Sports Nation first half stat line for tonight's game?
Absolutely, Casey. Running through the numbers, Eli Reagan, the sophomore, leads the Bobcats in scoring with 7 points, 2 players with 5. That'd be Jacob Amonette and Payne Burton, and Gage Harris with 4 for a total of 21 points. For the Sentinels, they are led in scoring by Eli Gaines with 7 points, 2 players with 6. That'd be Derek Roberson and Joel Bullis. You heard Casey mentioned a moment ago, you got to keep Bullis out of the inside, force them to take some more outside shots. And then 2 players with 2 points, Toss Wade Williams and Austin Jones, the 8th grader. Halftime in Chattanooga, Pickett County trails Chattanooga Prep 25-21.
Macy Hudson is a sophomore with the girls basketball team at Cookeville High School. She joined UC Sports Nation recently to take us through her daily reps, an in-depth look at the day of an athlete. This is UC Sports Nation This Week.
What were the things that you worked on over the offseason?
Yeah, outside of basketball, I did like a lot of training with my trainer, and I worked on driving a lot and shooting threes so I could knock those down.
How much more ready were you for the season this year than just freshman year?
I think I was a lot more prepared this year because last year I didn't get a lot of playing time, but like in practice, I went up against our starters, so I think that helped me a lot this year with my game and actually playing.
Just how valuable is it to be teammates with such high-skilled, players and kind of get to learn from them and kind of, see how they do things?
It's definitely important and exciting because we're all really good and our practices are very competitive and we all try really hard. And so it makes it fun.
What's your approach to a normal practice after school?
It's probably a combination of both. Depending on who we play that week is where my nerves are. But after practice, I don't really have nerves in practice.
What are some of your favorite things to take part in just a normal week?
We do a tip drill into transition. I like that drill because we work on transition a lot. And then I enjoy the rebounding drills too. I think those help us much in the game too.
On the flip side, which ones do you kind of view as the tougher ones that whenever Coach Gillis is get on the line, you guys are oh.
Yeah, definitely the ball handling ones that we do at the beginning of practice. We don't like those very much. And then probably the defensive drills, like defensive slides and that kind of stuff.
What's it usually like whenever you guys are running live?
It's usually competitive, but sometimes Coach will stop it and tell us what we need to work on and what we did wrong. But it's always usually competitive.
What are the goals that you have for the rest of your high school career in terms of what facets of the game do you want to see yourself get better in, or then competitively what kind of winning goals do you have?
Yeah, I think scoring more. I think that'll come each year and getting more experience in varsity games. And then I would want to win state by the time I leave here. So maybe this year.
That's Cookeville girls basketball sophomore Macy Hudson. For more interviews with coaches and athletes from all over the Upper Cumberland, go to ucsportsnation.com.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Aminette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Aminette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Aminette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Aminette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Halftime festivities wrapping up as Pickett County trails Chattanooga Prep 25-21. Jake Wallman joined by Casey Bolden. We'll take a look at some scores as we have a couple other Upper Cumberland teams at the half, along with Pickett County and Chattanooga Prep. Fulton is up on Stone Memorial 29-22 at halftime. York Institute will host Cascade at 7 o'clock back home in Jamestown. And then in Region 4, Van Buren County on the road at East Robertson. That one starts at 7 o'clock as well. Lastly, White County is hosting Austin East back in Sparta, starting at 7 o'clock. For the second half action, here's Casey Bolden.
Thank you, J-Dub. Team's just headed back out onto the court here. Pickett County going to have the first crack at it here in the second half. They trail it by 4, 25-21. And I listening to a little bit of Coach Aminette there on the huddle. Said, hey, it's only a 4-point basketball game, and we're still right in this thing, trying to give his kids some confidence. Jacob, pass off to Burton. Over to Harris, right side. Reagan going to have it top of the key. And you'll notice right here, Jake, a lot of physicality here on the defensive end. We talked about it pregame. Aminette going to drive it all the way under the rim. Kick out to Eli Reagan.
Nice shot, Eli.
Eli Reagan on the 8-foot jumper from the baseline. Makes it a 25-23 lead for Chattanooga Prep. Oh, almost a backcourt, and it was. As Eli Gaines tried to pass it over to Kyrell Randolph. Only problem was Gaines was in the front court, and Randolph wasn't when he got the basketball. So it's going to be a turnover. First one of the second half. Bobcats trail it here by 2. Almost a backdoor cut by Aminette. Aminette going to get his defender up in the air. Kick out Reagan. Reagan tries to work to the basket. Looked like he got fouled. No call.
And I wish he would have taken that 8-foot jumper again.
Eli Gaines going to run it up into the front court. Get it down to DeAndre Turnbow. Now back up top. Over to Gaines. Gaines going to drive it in to 6 feet. And he's going to kiss it off the glass. And Eli Gaines with his first bucket here of the second half. 27-23. Nice little outlet pass down to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan's going to finish it.
I think that was Payne Burton that found him. Nice eye, Payne.
27-25, 6:40 to go here in the third period. Chattanooga Prep works it down to Bullis. Now down inside. Get it up to Roberson. I'll make that Gaines. Gaines can't finish it, but Derek Roberson certainly can. Nice physical play that time by Roberson. So he went and got the offensive board and scored. Eminette. Skip pass. Dylan Anderson going to throw it away as he tried to get it cross court over to Gage Harris. First Bobcat turnover here of the second half. Caden Thomas over at the scorer's table getting ready to check in. Step back jumper on the way that time from Roberson. And that is a nice play right there from Will Roberson, or make it Derek Roberson dribbled into the baseline and then step out jumper. Nice bucket that time from 8 feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Timeout on the court. Joseph Amonette. 6-point lead here for Chattanooga Prep. They lead at 31-25, Jake.
One thing that you and I were talking about at halftime, Casey, Pickett cannot be scared of this team's size. They're in this game. They just, we talked about there's been times where a Bobcat has found themselves wide open at the free throw line. They got to be able to drive. They got to have that confidence in themselves to drive in and take that layup, maybe take a little bit of contact instead of passing it out to a corner and then it working up to the top of the key.
Chattanooga Prep wants to block a shot, so getting them off their feet and then getting some contact to come. Certainly something they want to try to figure out if they can do. Work the basketball down court to Gage Harris. Over to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan on the bounce, and Eli Reagan's going to finish. He's got all 6 of the Bobcats' points here in the third quarter. Back to a 4-point Chattanooga Prep lead. 5:35 to go here. 31-27 is your score. 2-3 zone look this time from Pickett County. As DeAndre Turnbow going to start the offense. Over to Gaines, right wing. Gaines going to get a pick from Bullis. Bullis going to roll down to the block. Skip it over. That's going to be Gaines on the shot. Gage Harris in there battling with the bigs. Comes away with a rebound. And he's going to kick it over to Amonette where he'll start the offense for Pickett County. Hand off to Reagan. Reagan going to get it down into Caden Thomas. Back to Amonette. Amonette on the bounce. Nice pass into Payne Burton. Nice pass that time. Nice dish from Jacob Amonette. He found Payne Burton slip under the basket, and Payne Burton went up with authority and was able to finish.
Casey, we've gotten this lead to 2 a couple times. Pickett's got a string, basket, and a stop together right here.
They trail it by 2. Kick it over into the corner to Roberson. Now back up top. Over to Gaines. Back inside to Turnbow. Turnbow. Back to Gaines. Gaines on the bounce. Kick out to Roberson. Back over to Turnbow. Turnbow going to get instructions this time from Coach Collins. Get a screen out top from Bullis. 2-3 zone look. Looked like he traveled. Roberson going to splash one from downtown.
You can't let Derek Roberson alone. He's a good basketball player.
34-29. 5-point Chattanooga Prep advantage here. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Jacob Amonette on the drive. Jacob Amonette going to have it blocked. He's going to go be able to get his own rebound. Gets under there and goes up strong against Kyrell Randolph. And Jacob Amonette.
Oh, and he got teed up. Kyrell Randolph just got teed up.
Kyrell Randolph did not like the foul. And as the official was coming to the table to bring the foul, Kyrell Randolph smashed the ball into the court. Didn't hit the rafters, Jake, but the official saw it. Knew that he was trying to show him up.
And I think that's his 5th foul.
And that's going to be big. Kyrell Randolph is going to foul out of the basketball game. Jacob Amonette at the free throw line. Shot on the way is good.
This could be a really big moment right here, Casey. You got these two technical free throws coming up, and now Jacob Amonette.
He's going to shoot the personals now, and Pickett's going to get the ball back. So a potential 6-point possession this time for Pickett County. Third shot on the way by Amonette is good. He'll have one more. 34-32. Amonette Third shot, fourth shot on the way is good. And let's see if that energizes the Bobcats as they now only trail it by one. Going to get the basketball back here, 34-33. Payne Burton going to inbound to Amonette in the backcourt. Amonette working up top against Gaines. Little Princeton weave now out top. Eli Reagan. Amonette left wing. Tried to find Reagan on the slip screen. Amonette won't drive to the rack. Shot up, won't fall. Eli Reagan battled for it. Kick out to Gage Harris. Shot won't go, and ball's going to be away and out of bounds.
Couple good looks at the basket. That's not a terrible possession. You really wish that shot by Jacob Amonette would fall, but you got to keep playing. You got to keep playing. You're in this basketball game.
34-33. Chattanooga Prep leads it here. 3:25 to go, third quarter. Token backcourt pressure. Pickett student section wanting some energy here. Kick it down to Roberson. He's going to launch one from three-point range in the corner. And Derek Roberson having himself a ball game here tonight.
Yeah, he's got 10 points this quarter.
Stretch the lead back out to 4. Get it down into Reagan. And Reagan, as he goes up, he's going to be fouled by Roberson. And so Eli Reagan's going to have an opportunity to step to the free throw line here, try to cut back into that lead. Bobcats had it cut to 1. Had a chance to take the lead on an Amonette little running jumper as he got to the rack. It wouldn't go, and then Bobcats were able to keep it alive and kicked it out to Gage Harris. He couldn't finish it. And Will Roberson able to connect on the three-pointer. Eli Reagan goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's a 37-35. Chattanooga Prep lead here as we go under 3 minutes here in the third period. Chat Prep gets the ball across the timeline. It's going to be a turnover to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan's got numbers. Going to pull it up to the free throw line. Shots on the way, and it's good.
Attaboy, Eli.
And we're tied up here at the Substate down at Chattanooga Prep, 37 all. 2:35 to go, third quarter. Pickett County fans coming to life here behind us. DeAndre Turnbow out top. 2-3 zone look this time for the Bobcats. Going to get a screen up top from Bullis. Now Roberson. Back over to Gaines. Skip pass into Bullis.
He walked. That's a walk.
They're going to have a foul on Amonette as Bullis drove down in there. And it's going to be on the floor here. So Chattanooga Prep going to play it in under their own basket. 2-3 zone this time from Pickett County on the throw-in. Going to kick it out up top. That's DeAndre Turnbow. Turnbow working up top against Gage Harris. Man-to-man look this time down. Toss Wade Williams over to Roberson. Going to get a screen from Bullis. Going to switch off that time. As Bullis inside being guarded by Reagan. Roberson guarded by Amonette, a much smaller Amonette. Roberson probably got 5 inches on him. Kick out to Roberson. He wants to work one-on-one against Amonette. Now he's going to give it off.
It's this Pickett bench urging this defense on, Casey. You love it. Bring the energy.
DeAndre Turnbow. And we're going to have a timeout, 30-second timeout, as Chattanooga Prep really kind of struggled there offensively.
Yeah, they kind of stood around a lot.
So it's going to have a 30-second timeout. It's going to be Chattanooga Prep's basketball coming out of the timeout, Jake. But you love the effort. We've seen it all season from these Bobcats. They're not going to say die. They're going to keep coming back at you, regardless of how many points they get down.
Absolutely, Casey. And that defensive possession is kind of the epitome of this Bobcats team. They dig their feet in, and they say, let's go.
Absolutely. 37 all. Here are your score at the Substate down in Chattanooga Prep. Winner's going to get a ticket to Murfreesboro next week where they'll go dancing. Gaines going to inbound. Over to Toss Wade Williams. Back to Gaines. Gaines going to drive it in baseline. Shot up, it won't fall, but he's going to go get his own rebound. Looked like he traveled.
Yeah, he did.
No call. Toss Wade Williams. Going to reset it here. Getting some instruction from Coach Collins on the sideline. Get it inside to Gaines at the free throw line. Gaines going to go to work.
Wild shot.
Jacob Amonette going to be able to save it in. Gets it over to Payne Burton. Now back to Amonette. Bobcats in transition here. They got numbers. Amonette going to go up to the rack. Shot won't fall. Amonette gets his own rebound. And they're going to say that Jacob Amonette was standing out of bounds. 37 all. Ball's going to be turned back over to Chattanooga Prep here. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Full court pressure. Finally get the ball across half court. DeAndre Turnbow, as he's going to drive it into the paint, he's going to be fouled. Let's see who they pin this one on. They're going to pin it on number 22. That's going to be Payne Burton. And Lyric Paris going to check into the basketball game here.
Only his second foul. Casey, you really got to like how Pickett has not, taken these stupid fouls to the table.
And on the throw-in, Chattanooga Prep threw it in. It's going to be off of Lyric Paris and out of bounds, so they'll try it again here. Get it inside to DeAndre Turnbow. Looking for Bullis. Down on the paint. And Bullis going to be fouled by Lyric Paris. Substitution checking in. Caden Miller going to check into the basketball game and substitute out Lyric Paris. As you heard Coach Amonette say, hey, you got to jump to the basketball. Bullis caught it in there that time too easy. Working out top, Williams. Going to get a screen from Roberson, almost a steal from Caden Thomas, and they're going to pin a foul on Caden Thomas. That's going to be the fourth Pickett County team foul. And Chattanooga Prep's going to play it in opposite the table here. 37-37, 23 seconds to go here in the third period. Work the basketball into Williams. Williams guarded out top by Thomas. Going to get a screen from Bullis. Bullis going to try to work down on the paint. Long ball away from Roberson, no good. Rebound this time, Reagan. 10 seconds to go. Bobcats got a chance to take the lead here. Amonette on the drive. He's going to be turning the basketball over 4 seconds. In transition, that's going to be Gaines. Shot up, no good. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. After 3 quarters, we're right back where we started, 37 all. Got a tie game here in the sub-state down at Chattanooga Prep. Fans, buckle your seatbelt up. You don't want to miss the fourth quarter. It's going to roll your way next. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches. It's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
A 10-point third quarter from Eli Reagan has the Bobcats and the Sentinels tied at 37 as we start the fourth quarter. Somebody's going to punch their ticket to Murfreesboro.
And as we try to come back to action here, Toss Wade Williams didn't have his jersey tucked in, and the official sent him right back out of the game, so get a substitution in. That's Austin Jones, the 8th grader who saw some minutes here in the first half. Tie game here, 37 all. Just underway here in the fourth quarter at the sub-state round down in Chattanooga. Winner's going to get an opportunity to go to the state tournament at the Glass House in Murfreesboro next week. And as Bullis is trying to work around the free throw line, we're going to get a foul in there. Couldn't tell if they called it on Caden Thomas or Caden Miller.
I think they did get Caden Miller.
Trying to battle in there with Bullis. Kick out. Austin Jones over to Gaines. Gaines looking inside for Bullis. Gaines going to drive it in. Going to hit the underside of the backboard. Rebound by Gage Harris. Coach Amonette wants 3 this possession. Amonette working against Gaines. Get it right wing to Gage Harris. Now top of the key to Miller. Now left side, Thomas looking for a cut, and Reagan. Eminette going to dribble in, kick out. Eli Reagan.
And he got it. Eli Reagan with a big three.
Eli Reagan going to splash one from three. And the Bobcats take their first lead of the game, 40-37. DeAndre Turnbow on the drive, get it into Bullis, and Bullis on the finish. Joel Bullis. We're going to have a warning against Chattanooga Prep for delay of game. Looked like they got their hand on the basketball after it went through the net. Big shot that last possession for Eli Reagan as Pickett County takes the lead here. First lead of the basketball game. Lead at 40-39. 6:50 to go here in the basketball game. Eminette over to Reagan. Reagan into the front court. Skip it back over to Eminette, left wing. Eminette wants to drive it into the rack. Going to pick up his dribble. Gets his defender up and off.
Wild shot.
And Jacob Eminette on the circus shot, going to get it to go. Bobcats lead at 42-39.
Doesn't matter how you get it as long as you do, right, Casey?
Survive and advance. It don't have to always look pretty. Bobcats lead it by 3. 42-39. 6:10 to go here in the quarter. Get it inside to Bullis. He's going to be double teamed. Kick it back out to Austin Jones. Now to Turnbow. Turnbow going to let one rip from long range. No good. Rebound Jacob Eminette. As we go under 6 minutes now. Bobcats trying to add on to a 3-point lead. Right wing to Harris. Hot hand tonight has been Eli Reagan. And going to kick it over to Caden Thomas. And Caden Thomas just can't handle it. Ball's going to go away and out of bounds. Substitution checking in. Payne Burton, the senior, checking back in. And Caden Miller going to check back out.
Yeah, tough pass right off Caden Thomas's fingers.
Officials are talking about something up in the center of the court. Tell what that's all about. Everybody's back into position here. Chattanooga Prep going to play the basketball in. Get it into the front court to Toss Wade Williams. Working against Caden Thomas. Over to Gaines. Bobcats back in a 2-3 zone look this time. Down to the corner to Turnbow, looking for Robertson inside. Gaines on the bounce. Kick it over. Toss Wade Williams. Shot up, no good. Rebound Bullis. Bullis can't finish it.
That's over the back.
They didn't call it. And the ball's going to be away and out of bounds off Bullis. So Pickett County going to get possession here. Looked like Bullis put a saddle on Payne Burton and rode him back to Dunlap on that one.
Absolutely.
Bobcats lead it by 3, 42-39. Eli Reagan on the dribble. Eli Reagan can't finish it. Drove it all the way into the rack, uncontested, just couldn't get the layup to go. Gaines, drive down, and Gaines going to be fouled by, it looks like either Eli Reagan or Eminette.
I thought Jacob Eminette had pretty good position. That's going to be his third foul.
So Eli Gaines going to step to the line here from Chattanooga Prep. First shot on the way is good from Gaines. Looking for more on the Bobcats. Find it at ucsportsnation.com, powered by Hall Sports and Outdoors. We just had a toddler just kind of run across the court there. Fans got a big kick out of that. Gaines shot on the way. He's off the front rim, no good. Reagan took it off the rim. Eminette over to Payne Burton. Full court pressure. Burton going to bring it into the front court. Skip it over to Thomas. Thomas going to hand off to Eminette.
I think Joseph wants to spread this out.
Let's see if Eminette can get to the rack. Eminette going to kick it in over to Gage Harris, right corner. Now Eminette, left wing. Working against Gaines. 5-second count zone. Now over to Eli Reagan. Top of the circle. Reagan. Kick it over to Payne Burton. Bobcats going to run a little clock on this possession. Kick it out to Gage Harris. Little keep away right here. Eminette, his defender went by him. Had numbers there for a second. He's going to dribble it back out.
Coming up on 1 minute of running some clock, Casey.
Double teams coming. Amonette going to be fouled in the backcourt. Going to be fouled by Toswade Williams. As Amonette was getting some pressure over there, Williams went for the steal. Ball squirted into the backcourt. The official came with a foul. 42-40. The Bobcats from Pickett County lead the Sentinels from Chattanooga Prep. 4:02 to go here in the basketball game. Payne Burton going to play it into Harris. Harris splits the double team. Kick it over to KT. KT going to give it up to Reagan. Reagan being guarded against Toswade Williams. Reagan going to drive it into the rack. And Eli Reagan on the finish.
That may not be the People's Bank, but it is the ATM, Casey.
He went click on that one with a Polaroid moment as he went over the much bigger Bullis. Got it to fall. 44-40. You hear the Bobcat faithful trying to get this crowd energized. Toswade Williams able to get behind the defense and able to get to the rack and score. 44-42. Bobcats lead it here. Amonette on the bounce. He's going to have the basketball stolen away from him. Pickett County fans wanted a foul, didn't get it. Toswade Williams with the basketball. Now over to Turnbow. 2-3 zone look. 3 minutes now to go. 2-point game. Kick it right wing to Bullis. Back out top of the circle to Williams. Williams over to Gaines. Gaines looking inside for Roberson. Roberson trying to get space for himself. Gets the basketball in the short corner. He wants to work down Amonette. Gives the basketball up to Toswade Williams. Kick out. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound Payne Burton.
Nice strong rebound.
Payne Burton going to give it up to Amonette. And Amonette going to give it back to Payne Burton. They try to find Eli Reagan down under the basket.
And Joseph says slow down.
44-42. Bobcats lead it.
Didn't have to make that pass.
Chattanooga Prep back with the basketball. An opportunity to tie it up or take the lead on a three-pointer. 2:15 now to go. Toswade Williams working against Caden Thomas. Nice in there. Caden Thomas knocked the basketball away. Chattanooga Prep went and got it back. Timeout here on the court. It's going to be a full timeout. Fans will take it with them. You don't want to miss the final 2:07. It's coming your way next. Bobcats lead it by 2. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Buckle your seatbelts for the final 2 minutes. Pickett County will inbound, Chattanooga Prep will inbound the basketball right next to their own bench as they trail Pickett County 44-42.
Get the basketball in bounds as we go under 2 minutes to go in the game. Turnbow on a little free throw line pull-up jumper, and it's good. Got a tie game here, 44-44. 1:50 to go. Full court pressure. Didn't really impact the Bobcats. Get it over to Reagan. Reagan going to drive it in. Eli Reagan on the score and finish.
Nobody stopped him, and Eli said, I'll take it.
46-44. Pickett County retakes the lead. 1:30 now to go here in the basketball game. 2-3 zone look to get it inside to Gaines. Gaines going to get the basket up, and it's going to fall. It hit every piece of the rim and found the net. 46-46. 1:20 to go. Payne Burton Going to have the basketball in the backcourt, and he's going to be fouled. Payne Burton, only the 15th foul for Chattanooga Prep. So Pickett County going to inbound the basketball here.
We got Toswade Williams with a hold. So that'll be his second.
Hey, Coach Eminette going to take a full timeout here. We'll take it with him, Jake. 1:15 to go in a tie game. You listen to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
If you need more space, you want a newer home, or maybe it's time to downsize to a cozy cottage at the water's edge, People's Bank has a home mortgage plan that will help turn your dreams into a reality. Our experienced home mortgage officers have the answers you've been looking for. When it comes to mortgages, whatever it is you want or need, People's Bank is the right place to go. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
Back here in the fourth quarter, 1:10 to go in a tie game. Pickett County on the inbound, getting into Aminette. Now Reagan, top of the circle. Reagan with a game-high 24 tonight. He's been able to get to the rack. He does again, over to Caden Thomas. Caden Thomas going to turn the basketball over. And in transition, Jacob Aminette going to foul. In the backcourt, going to foul Toswade Williams. Caden Thomas trying to find a backdoor Jacob Aminette.
And this is the 1-and-1. That's the 7th team foul on.
And Coach Aminette going to take a timeout here before Toswade Williams can get to the free throw line. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Tough possession that time from Pickett County.
Yeah, Caden Thomas took it over here on the left wing and curled around at the free throw line. I think he was trying to get it to a cutting Jacob Aminette and just threw it into a crowd of defenders.
So game reset here. We're all tied up, 46-all. As Toswade Williams is going to go to the free throw line here for 1 plus the bonus coming out of the timeout. Pickett County with 17 fouls, so 1 plus the bonus for Chattanooga Prep. Chattanooga Prep still got 2 fouls to give before they're in the 1+1. That'd be Pickett County. So Toswade Williams stepping to the line here for Chat Prep with some huge free throws.
Casey, Chattanooga Prep has not really shot it all that well tonight. They're only 3 for 6 from the free throw line.
Shot on the way by Toswade Williams won't go. Rebound Reagan. Tie game here. Under 1 minute. This is what it's all about. Aminette in the backcourt. Ball's going to be squirted around and it's going to be picked up by Bullis on the score. Chattanooga Prep leads it here by 2 points. Aminette on the bounce, and he's going to have it. Oh, we're going to call a foul on Chattanooga Prep. Tough play last time. Jacob Aminette trying to bring the basketball into the front court, had it punched away.
That may be a makeup foul.
And it was a great hustle play by Chattanooga Prep as they scrum for the basketball on the court. And right on the baseline was able to get it up to Bullis, who ran the court, fed it right into him. He was able to get the score. So Chattanooga Prep leads it here 48-46. We've got a timeout here. We're going to keep it right here. Pickett County then came back down. Aminette tried to get the ball into the rack on the dribble, and he was going to be fouled on his way. Unfortunately for Pickett County, only the 16th foul for Chattanooga Prep. So Coach Aminette, Jake, over there trying to dial up an inbound play.
And I think you got to go to the basket.
I think you do as well. Eli Reagan has been phenomenal tonight, being able to work to the rack and being able to finish around the basket. 24 big points here tonight. And so you got to figure out, from Coach Aminette, who's he want to have the basketball in their hands here in what could be the final possession of the basketball game. Could be the final possession of the season.
Ride the hot hand.
Officials are coming and blowing the horn, breaking up the timeouts here. Both teams with one timeout each left. We'll see if that comes into play. So Amonette going to play it in under his own basket. Pickett County going to inbound here. Get it into Reagan, into the corner. Over to Caden Thomas up top. Thomas over to Gage Harris. 22 seconds to go. Get it out to Amonette. He's going to get a screen by Caden Thomas. Amonette going to go to the rack.
Did they count it? No, they waved the basket off.
No shot. But Jacob Amonette going to step to the free throw line here for a couple of big free throws. As it's a 17 foul for the Sentinels. 17 seconds to go here in the basketball game. Amonette, the young sophomore, at the free throw line. First shot on the way is good for Amonette. Makes it a 48-47 game. Amonette going to have one more. Try to tie the game up. Shot on the way is good from Amonette.
He's got ice in his veins.
That's that alligator blood. Chattanooga Prep throws it in. 13 seconds to go here in the basketball game. Gaines going to bring it across court. And we're going to have a timeout. Timeout on the court. Chattanooga Prep. It's a full timeout, Jake. Think we'll keep it right here. Jake, what a basketball game.
What a basketball game indeed. Oh, man, it would only make sense that it would come in the sub-state game.
You know what? Both teams really have laid it out here on the line. Both coaching staffs have done a phenomenal job as they battle back and forth here in the fourth quarter. Maybe the team with the last possession wins.
Yeah.
48-48 as Chattanooga Prep going to play it in right in front of us here in front of the scorer's table. They're out of timeouts, so they have 0 timeouts left.
Yeah, they're going to check with the scorer's table to see if they are out.
And then I can't see the possession arrow. Possession arrow is going to favor Pickett County. And so if there's a hell ball situation, it's going to go to Pickett County. Both teams, 17 fouls, so it's going to be the double bonus. Coach Lee Amonette reminding the team, got to box out. No fouls right here as they work back onto the court. Eli Gaines going to play it in here for Chattanooga Prep. Coach Amonette directing traffic here, asking Caden Thomas to come up and put a little more pressure. Try to get it into Toss Wade Williams. They do. Hand off to Roberson. Roberson going to try to get a shot up. No, he's going to pass it over. Get it over to Gaines.
Clock ran out.
And the clock is going to run out.
They had no idea that the
clock's going to run out.
What a defensive possession by the Bobcats.
And we're going to overtime, fans. Free basketball. Coming your way next, 48 all in the sub-state game down at Chattanooga Prep. Stick around, fans. Bobcat basketball coming your way next on UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
4 quarters are not enough at Chattanooga Preparatory School as Pickett County and the Bobcats and the Sentinels are tied at 48 as we go into a bonus period of play.
Bullis going to jump in the center circle against Eli Reagan. He's got him by probably 6 or 7 inches.
The last time we did this, Eli Reagan won the tip.
Reagan not going to win this time. Derek Roberson going to control the tip. Get it out to DeAndre Turnbow. 4-minute overtime period in high school basketball. As Jake mentioned, 32 minutes just wasn't enough. DeAndre Turnbow gets it over right wing to Roberson. Looking inside for Bullis. Get it into Gaines. Gaines going to step back jumper. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, that time Eli Reagan, but a great box out by Payne Burton.
Absolutely, he's put in some really great work tonight.
Keeping Bullis off the boards. Amonette into the free throw line area. Shot up, no good. Thought he got fouled. Thought he took some contact that time on his arm. Toswade Williams going to be back in business this time for Chattanooga Prep. 3:07 to go here in a tie basketball game in overtime. Right wing to Gaines. 2-3 zone again. Down in the corner to Williams. Gaines going to try to work off a screen. Almost loses the basketball. Going to be able to knock it over to Turnbow. Turnbow on the shot. And Turnbow with a little 10-foot jumper is good. 50-48. Chattanooga Prep leads it here. Get it down in the corner to Gage Harris. Going to launch one from three-point range. Shot off the mark. No good. Rebound Chattanooga Prep. Turnbow in transition.
Walk.
And Turnbow going to get it down into the paint. And it looked like he was fouled that time by Gage Harris. Looked like a lot of ball on that play.
It looked like a walk is what it looked like.
Turnbow came in and put the ball right in front of Eli Reagan's face, and Reagan reached in with two hands. Looked like he had two hands on the basketball. Instead, they're going to take a foul to the table here. I think they called this 1-1. Turnbow, shot on the way, is off the mark. No good. Rebound Reagan. Over to Amonette. Bobcats trail it by 2, 50-48. 2:20 to go. Amonette going to have the basketball tipped away and out of bounds. Amonette taking a lot of contact in there on the dribble drive into the paint. Officials hadn't really called that. And so you're going to have to protect the basketball, be strong with it. Gage Harris going to play it in. Get it into Amonette. Amonette going to have it poked away and out of bounds. Taking a lot of contact as he delivers the basketball once again.
Yeah, that was Swade Williams that got his hand in there.
So Gage Harris going to hustle over and play it in out of bounds here. Harris looking for Reagan. Finds him. Reagan with the basketball. Kick it over the left side to Amonette. Guarded again by Toswade Williams. Amonette wants to drive. Kick it out to Reagan. Reagan going to the basket. Reagan. Shot won't go. Rebound Caden Thomas. Keep it alive.
Tough
down
rebound.
Into Payne Burton. Kick out to Jacob Amonette. Three-point shot on the way. It won't fall. And we're going to have a held ball situation. It's going to stay with Pickett County. And Pickett County going to have it in under their own baseline. 50-48 your score. 1:58 to go. Crowd wanted the foul that time on Eli Reagan, and they're battling with Bullis.
These fans don't like it.
Working into Amonette. Amonette got the defender up. Shot up, no good. Coach Amonette wanted the foul against Bullis. As Bullis got off his feet, Amonette drew a lot of contact.
His chest was in his face.
And they're going to stick Coach Amonette in a 2-point game.
Jeez. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
In a 50-48 game.
In overtime.
We're going to stick the coach. And Derek Roberson's going to step to the free throw line here for a couple of big free throws for the Sentinels. First shot on the way is good for Roberson. He'll have one more. Coach Amonette trying to get the team over. Give him a little bit of instruction. Next shot on the way by Roberson is good. Makes it a 4-point lead here. Makes it a 4-point Sentinels advantage. 52-48, 1:47 to go here in the basketball game. DeAndre Turnbow. Kick it over to, as they try to work it inside the Gaines, he's going to be fouled. Make that Toswade Williams. Williams going to be fouled that time as he tried to receive an entry pass right at the free throw line, and Toswade Williams going back to the free throw line here for a couple of freebies.
Got Eli Reagan with that foul. That's his second. Still in the bonus, or still in the 1-and-1 is Chattanooga. Oh, that's his third, excuse me.
It's going to make it the 10th team foul.
And they were late putting the foul up on the board.
So it's going to be 2 shots here. Toswade Williams. Line drive shot is off the back rim, no good. He's really struggled from the line tonight.
Now they have as a team, Casey, they've only made five free throws so far tonight.
Toswade Williams will have one more. Shot on the way by Williams is off the mark, no good.
Unbelievable.
And the ball's going to be away and out of bounds off Eli Reagan.
That was DeAndre Turnbow that came in. And he may have climbed Eli's back a little bit too.
So Chattanooga Prep going to play it in here. Get it into the corner to Williams. Williams going to dribble it back out. Coach Eminette wanted to go man-to-man here. And Caden Thomas going to come out and take a foul. And it's going to send DeAndre Turnbow to the free throw line.
That's Caden Thomas's 4th foul.
52-48 your score here, 1:30 to go. As DeAndre Turnbow going to step to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. For Chattanooga trying to extend the lead. First shot on the way is off the back rim, no good. DeAndre Turnbow going to have one more. Again, they've really struggled from the free throw line here in the basketball game. Second shot on the way by Turnbow is off back rim, no good. And it's going to be kept alive by Chattanooga Prep on the long rebound. Roberson playing keep away now near the half court line.
Telling Gage Harris.
Going to be fouled by Gage Harris. As the Bobcats have really struggled here trying to keep Chattanooga Prep after a free throw, just trying to keep them off the boards.
And you hear Coach Lee J. Amonette, as we're sitting right next to the bench, he tells Jacob and Eli it's time to step up. This game is not over. There's 1:13 left. A lot of basketball can happen in 1:13 seconds. This game is not over.
Gaines off on the second free throw. Eli Reagan on the rebound, on the run out. Eli Reagan can have a shot blocked. Rebound Payne Burton. His shot up is no good. Rebound Bullis. Kick out Gaines. Up court. On the run out is Toswade Williams. 55-48 now, 7-point Chattanooga Prep lead. And they're going to have, as the ball's on the court.
What is this? What is this? They let the
coach is out on the court.
And they let the player lay on the ground for nearly 5-10 seconds.
Payne Burton
just
came
sitting
in
on the ball.
Payne Burton came in and was able to get a held ball, but Coach Collins all the way out on the basketball court trying to get the attention of the official.
I guess you can coach
55-48.
I guess you can coach on the court now too.
Gage Harris going to take a foul against Eli Gaines in the backcourt. 55-48.
This game has really gotten out of hand.
7-point Chattanooga Prep lead here as Gaines going to step to the free throw line for a pair. Shot up by Gaines is good on this one. Makes it a 56-48, an 8-point Chattanooga Prep lead here. Bobcats season on the brink. Second shot on the way by Gaines is good. Pickett County down 9 all of a sudden. Payne Burton dribbles it quickly into the front court. Hand off to Reagan. Reagan going to jack one from 3. It's no good. And rebound Bullis. And Gaines is going to take it into the front court. And Coach Amonette telling him just to back it up here. As we got 16 seconds to go here in the basketball game. Chattanooga Prep going to punch that ticket to the state tournament next week. We've got 9 seconds, 8. And that's going to be your basketball game. Final score, Chattanooga Prep School win over the Pickett County Bobcats tonight with a final score 57-48. Postgame show going to come your way next. We'll break down the game tonight, have stats, scores from around the area, and we'll have final thoughts on the Bobcat season here for 2022-2023. Stick around, fans. Postgame show coming your way next. You're listening to Bobcat basketball on UC Sports Nation.
UC Sports Nation's live coverage of Bobcats basketball, sponsored by Union Bank. With the modern tools to make banking easier. The experience you can count on. Union Bank. Member FDIC. By Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon. By Livingston Regional Hospital. Today, when every second matters, depend on Livingston Regional. And by Brown's Funeral Chapel. Helping families all across Pickett County. Proud to support the Bobcats. Brown's Funeral Chapel.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Putting the wraps on tonight's game, the Union Bank Postgame Report. Visit your Birdstown Union Bank location. Local bank, local decisions. Union Bank.
Welcome back to Chattanooga Preparatory School as Pickett County falls in overtime. Final score 57-48. Jake Wallman joined by Casey Bolden. And a lot happened in that overtime period. You could pretty much start anywhere you wanted to, Casey. And you felt like coming into this overtime period with the final defensive possession of regulation, Chattanooga Prep didn't have a lot of awareness of how much time was on the clock, and Pickett really dug their heels in and forced an array shot. I don't even think they got the shot off. It wouldn't have counted if it had went. And you felt like Pickett County, it was playing into Pickett County's hands. I noted it in the pregame show that Pickett County had the experience that this Chattanooga Prep team did not have. And in that overtime period, it went array.
Yeah, it did, Jake. First of all, congratulations to Coach Christopher Collins and the Chattanooga Prep Sentinels. They battled here tonight and came away with a 9-point win, so hats off to them. Got it done here tonight. Phenomenal effort tonight from the Bobcats. From a physicality standpoint, a lot more athletes on the squad for Chattanooga Prep. And, in the first half, really kind of dictated the tempo and the pace. Pickett County spent probably the first quarter trying to get used to the physicality and the length of the Chattanooga Prep team. And then in the second quarter, really kind of battled back a little bit. You could see them starting to build some confidence. And then in the third quarter, the confidence really started coming around as they were able to tie the basketball game up.
And in Eli Reagan, that was his quarter where he had 10 points.
Absolutely. Eli Reagan really stepped up third quarter. And, in the fourth quarter, Bobcats led it by as many as 4. And the Sentinels continued to stick around and make plays and was able to force it into an overtime. As Jake mentioned, really didn't have a good look at it. They had the basketball with 10 seconds to go, really never got a good shot up. And then the overtime period, really the wheels just kind of started falling off for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think it started with Joseph Amonette receiving a technical over here right next to us that didn't really seem all that warranted. I think he was mad about a foul that should have been called. I think Jacob Amonette went to the rim and took some contact, and it was tough getting foul calls in there. And then you think about the loose ball play where a Sentinel was laying on the ball at midcourt, and at least 5 seconds proceeded to run off before they were able to get a jump ball. Payne Burton able to work his way in and get a jump ball.
The other thing about that play, Jake, is their coach was all the way out almost at the volleyball line while the play was going on. And unclear on what that was all about. The interesting thing was he was standing right next to an official on the court. And so I am definitely not of the opinion that the officials cost the Bobcats the game here tonight.
You never really want to blame a loss on the officials.
But really the flow of the game got interrupted. And, a lot of helter-skelter in the overtime period. And the Sentinels just able to knock down enough free throws late, even though they really struggled tonight from the free throw line. Made just enough to seal the win and get out of here and punch their ticket to Murfreesboro next week, where they'll be in the Single A state tournament down at the Glass House in Murfreesboro. So, Jake, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a first half or tonight's stat line of the game. Maybe we can go through a scoreboard update, then we'll take it to a break. We'll come back. We'll give final thoughts on the Bobcat season this year. Jake, what about a UC Sports Station stat line for tonight's game?
Absolutely, Casey. Looking at the numbers, the final numbers for the Pickett County Bobcats, they were led in points by Eli Reagan with 24. Really one of his best nights of the season as he stepped up. He had 10 big points that got the Bobcats back in the game, able to give them a third quarter lead, or at least get it tied at the end of the third quarter at 37. Pickett County was able to take a 2 or 3 point lead in the fourth quarter. I think that was their biggest lead of the game, was a 3-point lead. Jacob Amonette had 13 points, and then after Jacob Amonette, the scoring really dropped off with Gage Harris. He had 4 points. Payne Burton had 7. And so I think, when you look at the numbers, just not a lot of the supporting cast of Pickett County did not have it tonight. And I think that is one spot where Pickett County got hurt. For the Chattanooga Sentinels, they were led in points by 18 points with Derek Roberson. Really, really good shooter, especially from three-point range. 12 points from Eli Gaines, 8 points from Joel Bulis. 2 players with 4 points of DeAndre Turnbow and Toss Wade Williams, and 2 points from the 8th grader Austin Jones, for a total of 57 points.
So, Jake, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take one more final break here tonight. We'll come back. We'll recap the Bobcat season and what's coming up next for the Lady Bobcats as well, as they head to Murfreesboro on Wednesday. First round action against Hampton. We'll talk about that when we come back right here on UC Sports Nation.
post-game reaction, tonight's stats and scores. This is the Union Bank Postgame Report. Proud to serve Byrdstown with modern tools to make banking easier. Union Bank.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back for the final time tonight as Pickett County falls in the sub-state game down at Chattanooga Prep, and they fall 57-48. We'll take a look at the scoreboard as there are a couple other UC Upper Cumberland teams in action across the state tonight. It is a final at Fulton High School as the Fulton Falcons top Stone Memorial 58-54. It is halftime in Jamestown. York Institute up on Cascade 27-21. Halftime at East Robertson, Casey, and Van Buren County up 8, 33-25. And in Sparta, it is halftime as well as the White County Warriors are down to Sorry about that, fans. Someone, I believe, tripped an extension cord, and we had to get that plugged back in. It's halftime in White County. Austin East up 2 on the Warriors, 27-25. That is a look at your UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Casey, let's get into the final thoughts. Would you like to go first, or would you like?
Go ahead, J-Dub.
As a former player myself, this is a night that you never want to come, and for two seniors on this basketball team, it unfortunately has, and I can share their sentiment that this is a night that they don't want to end.
Yeah, J-Dub, taking that jersey off for the last time.
It's really tough.
It is a painful experience, and so you can bet that Coach Lee Amonette in there consoling the players as Payne Burton and Dylan Anderson really put their mark on the program here this season. Left it all out on the court tonight, and so just a big congratulations to all the Bobcats this season on really, Jake, and I posted about this on social media. I looked at the schedule, when it came out preseason, and I really scratched my head to figure out, how many wins can the Bobcats string together this season. Lost a lot of firepower from last season.
Yeah.
Lost Will and Zach Amonette, a lot of the offense, and, just really was wondering what kind of team they were going to have. Really kind of felt it was going to be a rebuilding season for them this year. And, like a lot of other people, they proved me wrong, J-Dub.
I think they proved a lot of the Upper Cumberland wrong.
Played with heart, played with emotion all season long. And really just, I can't say enough about their effort. While they may have been outsized and outmatched, nobody was going to outmatch their hustle and their effort and their grit and their determination. And that comes from their head coach, Coach Joseph Amonette. Fantastic coaching job this season by him.
And I think we witnessed a change in the Red Bowling Springs game at the end of the season. If you followed us all year long, you know that Pickett County lost that game by 13 points at home on the final night of the regular season. And I think that was a week, or going into the weekend and going into the district tournament, that was kind of a turning point. How's this team going to fare? And we've followed this team, and they ended up with a 2-point overtime win against Gordonsville. They lost the district championship game against Clay County, but then a 13-point win in the region quarters at home over Trousdale County, a 10-point win over Joe Burns in the region semis. That, I feel like, was a turning point for this team. And to say that I'm proud to cover this basketball team is an absolute understatement.
I've said it for a couple of seasons now, J-Dub. You learn to love the community and love the program, and we're around it a lot. And you get to know these kids and the parents, the supporters of the program, and they're just really great kids.
Absolutely.
Somebody you want to get behind,
Yeah.
somebody you want to shine the spotlight on, and it's been an honor and a privilege to do that for the team this season. So also big kudos to Coach Amonette, allowing us to come in and be around the players, gives us interviews, gives us player interviews, coach interviews whenever we ask him for it. And so just really appreciate his partnership, allowing us the access into Pickett County High School. Phenomenal season for him this year.
Yeah.
Going to fall to a really good Chat Prep here in the sub-state round. Nothing to hang their hats about. They got a lot of good pieces with a lot of now of experience. Going to be able to come back next season. Hopefully they can put together another run and get back to the borough. Jake, let's talk about.
I was going to say, you and I are not done.
We're not done.
We will be joining the Lady Bobcats Wednesday afternoon at 1:15. They play in the first round of the girls' state tournament. That game at 1:15. Pregame coming to you around 1 o'clock. First game of the afternoon session.
Absolutely. We've got a 30-2 Hampton ball club who's red hot. And, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. And so excited about that first round matchup. Hopefully we can get a big crowd there from Bobcat Nation. If you're not able to get off work or if you're not able to go, we'd love the opportunity to bring it to you on the call here on UC Sports Nation. Calls start about 1 o'clock. So I think what we'll do, Jake, we'll wrap it up from Chattanooga Prep here tonight. Bobcats fall tonight 57-48 here in the sub-state round. A fantastic job this season. We look forward to the Bobcats in the offseason, what they're able to accomplish, and just look forward to seeing them next season. Fans, for Jake Wallman, I'm Casey Bolden. You've been listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation. We're going to sign off for now. We'll catch back up with you on Wednesday down at the Glass House. Listen to UC Sports. What's up, Blair?